What is up, good people? I am G-Paw, and in this Marvel Strike Force video, I want to talk about the upcoming events. We have the Defender of Valhalla, which is the month-long event. It's all about Vol and the Bifrost team, I do believe, essentially. And then it's going to be a ton of other events where you can earn loot and stuff. It's the big monthly one. I'm also going to break down a People Not a Place event, which is our first event to earn the Boots of Destiny, or the Boots of... I don't know what they're called here. Let's see if we can actually look. Boots that go on your feet. No, Boots of Destiny. Yes, that is right. So it's going to be the first event that we can break down for the players. A People Not a Place. I'm also going to talk about Glorious Purpose and the Web Milestone, Valhalla Venture. And I'm going to give you all the details you need here to maximize your rewards and your profit from these milestones and get the most out of them. I'm also going to give you some options and explain how easy some of these events actually are and why you're going to have no problem maxing them and or enjoying them. So, all right, definitely go down and subscribe if you like, or if you want to be a part of this channel. It's completely free to do. You click subscribe. You'll be up to date when I put out videos like this. Tons of awesome Marvel Strike Force content. I have a bigger focus towards the new player or the free-to-play light spender, but I do make content like this that helps everybody in the community. So, absolutely, feel free to subscribe. It would help us get to that 1,000 subscribers quicker, faster, sooner. Haha, and I'd be so grateful. As well as like it if you like these type of videos, so that way I continue to do these in the future. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into the first one, the Defender of Valhalla. And I actually want to go to marvelstrikeforce.com and read off over here kind of first, kind of getting us going in it. So, the Defender of Valhalla, Vol, the last Asgardian, right? Strike's upcoming month-long operation calls upon its commanders to journey across the Rainbow Bridge into Asgard. You will complete 12 missions that possess a stockpile of rewards fit for Odin himself. Alright, so that's like a lot of gold, right? And loot. A lot of booty, baby! You know what I mean? Pirate slang, if you didn't pick up on that. The operation begins on July 5th at 2 p.m. and you'll be collecting Gems of Sittarok during these events. So, tons of events, and it breaks it all down right here. Main milestone events, some quick rumbles, which are just blitzes that'll give you extra gems of Sittarok, as well as other ways to score points to help with this. 3 alliance milestones where you work together as an alliance, which is huge. And these are the 5 big point items. Getting all these is actually going to score you, I believe, 240,000 points towards that month-long event out of 800,000 points that you need. So you're going to want to be getting these items because they really drop a lot of loot on you for getting them. And then this kind of just goes into it, breaking it down. We all get Vol, okay? This is insane. We're going to get a 2-star Vol, and some people may get a 3 or 4-star Vol just from doing this month-long event, depending on your orb drops, because we are going to earn some of these beautiful orbs up here. The last Asgardian orb, I believe it's called. And you have a chance to drop, I think, 100 shards from it. So, the first one for the event schedule, if you haven't seen this, definitely go to marvelstrikeforce.com. But it's showing you when all these events are going to happen. Boom, 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 boom. And then I don't know where the other one's at. But it shows the cape right here for this. It shows the arm, Bounty of Asgard, the boots, the helmet, and the 5th item is hiding somewhere. Right here, the giant sword, right? So, Realm Raiders. I don't know how long that goes for either. So, we're definitely going to dive in, though. Let's start off, let's jump back into game here and talk about this leaderboard. This is the overall leaderboard here. I know it looks pretty scrunched, but the first 4 things they're going to give you for milestones, and it's going to be 23,000 points. You're going to easily get that here in this first People Not a Place. Everybody will have Vol within this next 5 days. Absolutely, 100%. With minimal effort, I promise you. So this is quite phenomenal. And then obviously you're going to get these orbs, the last Asgardian orb, as we go through this month-long event. And I pray that you and I both get some amazing Vol drops. I did open some of the orbs in game for Vol after doing a first impressions video, because Vol is just the new meta and damage. Vol actually puts out the most damage in the game currently, and has the 3rd highest health, right around the top 10 speed in the game. Phenomenal character, as well as it's an original character to Marvel Strike Force, making that character unique. I'm into collecting characters and building up my favorites, so it definitely has high collection value just to be in my roster, honestly, so I can show it off. Definitely check out that video, though. All right, and this is how you score. It's going to break down like you get in these special pieces. You got to get the boots, the helmet, the destroyer gauntlet, um, Eternity's cape, and Twilight sword. All right, so those are the 5 items in the 240,000 point breakdown. So 240,000 points is going to get us a good distance in here, and I'll show it in game because it's actually clearer. But it's going to be over half the event, I believe, here, and then the points just really ramp up towards the end. The rest of it's going to be collecting the gem of Sitarok. And these are some really big ruby diamond gem looking things, man. They're pretty phenomenal. I would imagine they're worth tons and tons of money, but this is what we're going to collect 1 point at a time. Now, I'm going to jump over in the game and we'll talk about a people, not a place. Boom. I keep saying that, but I never jump over. So I just want to finish up here again. Here's our Vol. 45 shard unlock. I'm headed towards 4 stars. So I will get 4 stars from that 45 shards, and that's why I bought those orbs. Definitely go watch that video. I think I opened, I want to say 5 or 6 orbs, and I got a 60 drop. Spoiler alert. And it was wonderful. So it really helped and it paid off. I could have very well been only getting to 3.5 stars with this 45 shards right here. But essentially 240,000 points from these items. I just want to show you where it's going to get you to. We're going to be getting all this loot along the way, right? All these Asgardian orbs, tons and tons of amazing gear. Working our way further and further and further till we get past this point, headed to 31. So we're at 30 out of 40 milestones completed. So the next 10 milestones are going to take just under 600,000 points to get to, right? Which is insane. Honestly, 3/4 of the milestones are already complete, which is awesome. That's just a more free-to-play friendly aspect. It's almost guaranteeing you're going to get a ton of loot, essentially is what it's doing. And then if you choose not to push further, that's your choice. But there is some pretty phenomenal rewards in here. And this milestone, at least from last month, is obtainable. They make this so it is obtainable with a solid amount of in-game time and actively trying to do this. Now, if you're just slacking off or barely even trying, you probably won't get it. And if you're going above and beyond, you're going to blow it out of the water. All right, so collecting these gems of Sitarok. Let's go on to our next event here, which is a people, not a place. Starts in an hour and a half as well. And we're going to score here, as usual, by spending campaign energy and power cores. 1 point each. Dun, 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 dun. Yes. And our goal for this, not only is these wonderful, wonderful Cosmo and Korg shards, right? This is going to help me go towards 3 stars on Cosmo and going for 4 on Korg. And if you didn't unlock him, this is a great way to do it. It's really, really going to help out the community that wasn't able to finish it or started halfway through the month of June. I do like this. A big reason why is because they're going to be used for a legendary unlock, the next legendary that comes. But here's our gems of Sitarok. Gem of Sitarok. And they're pretty beautiful, right? I like them. Ruby red. They're really cool looking. And with minimal, pushing into this is our goal for the Boots of Destiny. We want to get to this. This is our goal. Going any further is a personal prerogative. Obviously, I would like to get here for these last 2 shard drops. But anything further is going to be a little bit difficult. And we'll talk about how to score and where you can expect to be in the 5 days, because it is 5 days long. So I'm going to jump back over to MarvelStrikeForce.com. A people, not a place. It says the first Defender of Valhalla mission has 2 prongs. Utilizing campaign energy, excluding ISO 8. So ISO 8 doesn't help you here. But if you spend 50 power cores for energy refreshes on ISO 8, that does help. Okay? But not spending the ISO 8 energy. And spending power cores right here. So like I was saying, hit the gas on the first mission to rack up tons of gems of Sitarok, which ain't a ton. It caps out at 23,000 and you get all of them before the boots. So you're going to get those for sure, just going for the boots, which you should be doing. The Boots of Destiny Strike has set up a leaderboard. Leaderboards are needed in this game. I don't understand people's objection to these. With gems of Sitarok, Gear Tier 18 gear, and Dark Promotion credits up for grabs. So that's awesome. To rise to the top of the Glorious Purpose Alliance leaderboard, which is the other event, scoop up Loki crowns from select campaigns and the Trickster Orb. Synchronize your watches for the start of the mission July 5th. And we got a lot of stuff going down. Four events going on here. But essentially this is all the breakdown. I'm going to do it in-game. And it's showing off the leaderboard. You can check it all out over here. Now I want to jump back over in-game and talk about it personally. I just wanted to read that off and kind of explain that there, what it's saying. Like I said, you're going to get the 23,000 gems of Sitarok. and the Boots of Destiny from this event, and that's going to put us just starting the first event scoring 63,000 points. So we're going to get 23 gems at 1 point, so that's 23,000 points and 40 points, 63,000. And we're going to go to milestone 11 day 1, or the first 5 days of this event. So we're going to be getting all this loot, all this booty, all these goodies, Vol, right? And that's where you can kind of expect to be towards the end of it. If you're above or a little below, it's all right. I don't see you being below, honestly, if you get the boots. You should be getting the boots from this. So right here, my breakdown, I actually got it wrote down. There wasn't enough to actually type out a spreadsheet. So I'm just going to explain here what you need to do, essentially. And it's really, really easy. So it's a 5-day event. You get 1108 energy a day. Let's average that down to 1,000 energy a day for 5 days. That's 5,000 energy you're going to spend in 5 days, giving you 5,000 points, right? And our goal is the boots, remember. So 5,000 points is going to get us all the gems of Citroc, which is 23,000 points towards that event. It's going to get us a ton of loot, and we're only 1,600 points away from our boots, right? And that's just from playing the game and spending your daily energy, doing your 450 core energy refreshes, all that good stuff. Just spending that energy that you got. Now, those 450 core refreshes, I actually rounded it down as well to make it easier, so that way you're not as strapped. Because when you're doing these 50 core refreshes, right here, you actually have this currency, and sometimes it'll pay for one of your 50 core refreshes, or twice. But I don't know that that counts towards spending power cores in these events. So that's something to bear in mind. So I just ravaged it down to 150 power cores a day, because you're going to do 4 of these at 50 cores a piece, minus 1. So that's 150 power cores a day for 5 days. That's 750 power cores, which in turn turns into 750 points for this event. 750 power cores times 1, 750 points. Plus our 5,000 points from the energy, that gives us 5,750. So what we have left to actually get for our boots after scoring those both over the 5 days, just from playing the game, you should be doing your energy refreshes anyway. You'll be set up beautifully, right? 5,750. We only need 950 more points. Well, how do I get those in that 5 days, right? Well, you might spend that extra 50 power cores every other day. So that's going to give you some extra points. As well as if you... The best way, in my personal opinion, is to score 3,000 points by doing this. Let's jump over here onto the web page, and we're going to go to milestones. It's the Valhalla Venture web milestone. Cyber support. It's actually in the MarvelStrikeForce.com, so you need to be checking in on this daily. And it's from donating to your alliance, okay? And I'm going to break that down in here in a moment, but it's actually giving us Loki crowns. Now, why that's important is we're going to go over here to milestones, and I'm going to show you. This is huge. This is making this event essentially cake. Valhalla Venture milestone. Let's go ahead and preview it, and it's starting at the same time. Earn alliance credits to complete this daily milestone that happens 5 days in a row. Alright, so every 24 hours it will reset. So each day, all you have to do is earn an alliance credit. And like I said, it might have been one of my other videos, so I'm actually going to go over it here. You're going to unlock these milestone points for a people, not a place. And you're going to get this 200. Most people are going to get the 300 section. So that's 200, 200, 200. That's 600 a day times 5 days. That's 3,000 points right there just from doing this. Just donating 10K to your alliance every single day, which is a daily objective. So that in mind is going to give us 3,000 points. And that boosts us up to 8,750 points for a people, not a place. Which is blowing it out of the water, right? Because we only need 6,700. So we were at 5,750. We needed 6,700. Over that 5 days, we're going to get that 3,000 milestone points from the web milestone, which is going to put us at 8,750. Moving us past our boots, actually moving us past both of these, and headed towards Korg and Cosmo shards. Now, that being said, if you want to go for this Cosmo and Korg shards, it's absolutely going to be pretty easy to do as well. And I'm going to explain that to you now. If you have the cores to spend, depending on how you play the game and what level you are, but at level 55, you're actually going to do Isotope 8. And each day you can do 50 core refreshes. As you can see, I don't do all of them. I do 2 of them because you get some of this free currency. which is just like the regular campaign energy. And then I do 1 if I need to for my daily objective, right? Sometimes you get enough for 2. Now, if you do all 4 of these every day for the 5 days, again, we're going to round down to 150 power cores for 5 days. That's 750 more points you would have towards this milestone. 750 more points actually gives us those Cosmos shards, which is huge, right? So we just unlocked this one, and we're headed towards Korg. Now, this will be a little bit more difficult. If you chose to go after this one, you would need to essentially spend some 100 core refreshes and spend that extra energy. The 100 core refreshes would need to be on energy for it to be the most efficient. So 100 power cores get you 100 points. 120 energy gets you 120 points for every 100 cores you spend afterwards. That's 220 points. You probably have to do it a good 5 to 8 times, and you'd blow by this one, okay? And if you wanted to max this out, you just have to continue the process, but right about there is where I would say you're going to stop. I don't know if I'm actually going to push spending 100 power core refreshes for this, but you can, right? I totally intend to get this. This is so easy to get just by playing the game and following those 3 simple things. Donate to your alliance, which I'll show you right now. Donate 10K, you get 10 of these, which is only 40 points, right? But you get 100 from each of these boxes, and most people are going to get 4 boxes, which is 400 alliance points, unlocking that 600 experience, right? And this is how you're going to get it. You're going to want to make sure you're in an active alliance that's donating. As you can see, we usually get 500. We go above and beyond. A lot of us, this one here, Razorback, actually did 50 refresh and did another 100 cores. 50 refresh, 100 another cores. Similar stuff here. I did the 100 cores myself, as well as all these people did. And it's a choice you have to make. If you just do the 10K, that's all you're required to do in the game. And if your alliance requires more, that's something you and your alliance have to, come to terms with or talk about. I have no opinion there, but we don't require it. Obviously, on my free-to-play account, I can't even donate yet, so my free-to-play account is not going to do that great. It's only 9 days old, so it's going to hurt there. But definitely make sure you're donating, and you'll absolutely blow this milestone out of the water, right? Totally blow this milestone out of the water. Getting your boots, it's phenomenal. All right, so, oops, I hit the wrong button. Sorry about that. And I just closed my other screen, dang it. So, we're going to talk about this last one, which is Glorious Purpose. And it starts at the same time, and it's from earning Loki crowns. Like I said, on that web milestone, you're getting Loki crowns, 2,800 Loki crowns. Most people get it times 3, maybe times 4 or 5. And it's 2,800 times 3 is what? 75, 9, 8,400 points is what we'll be getting. 8,400 Loki crowns, 8,400 points. And the milestone is 0 out of 3,000. You only need 3,000 points. So quite literally, if your alliance isn't that active, you're still going to be able to do this, right? Absolutely, just by donating. So 3,000 a day, and this will recur, I'm assuming, 5 days. Unless this continues longer. I don't know that it will, though. I think it'll just be a daily thing. And you'll get these extra training modules, which everybody... This is a bottleneck, right? So this is huge rewards. Again, if they didn't have a leaderboard on this, guess what? We wouldn't be getting these extra rewards. So we wouldn't be getting 30 silver promos for last place, which is amazing reward. All right? Amazing, amazing, amazing. And it just keeps getting better. It's boo-hoo if you don't get in the top. Who cares? These people that are spending cash on the game deserve these rewards, okay? This is a great reward for last place, okay? This is phenomenal just for the silver promos. I'd be happy. And this is why we need leaderboards in this game. It's really going to hurt the community, I'm telling you. Free to play and light spenders, it's going to hurt us all. Because we're that bottom 40%, and we need those little bits and pieces of rewards to empower our accounts. All right? So this is the absolutely easiest event I've ever seen in my life. And it's just from donating to that web milestone to get those Loki crowns and experience for this. So you absolutely should be maxing these. Let me know how you do down below and what you thought about this video. If you have any other further questions, maybe something that I didn't clarify or you didn't catch, feel free to comment down below and I will answer it right away as soon as I see it. Otherwise, definitely click that subscribe and thumbs this video up if you found it helpful at all. Much love, stay healthy, go get that Vol.